Imagine this, it's a warm summer afternoon, the grass beneath your feet is a vibrant green, and the sun is shining brightly. As you leisurely stroll along, suddenly you feel yourself sinking. Panic sets in, but just as quickly, you bounce back up. You test your footing and give a slight jump, and lo and behold, the grass beneath you bounces like a trampoline. What's happening here? It's a fascinating phenomenon called soil liquefaction. Soil liquefaction occurs when excess water from heavy rain or floods gets trapped in the soil, turning it into a kind of giant waterbed. While it might seem tempting to turn the grass into your personal bounce house, it's wise to tread carefully. The grass could break open, and if someone were to fall through, getting back out would be no easy task. Now, let's talk about something both awe-inspiring and a tad bit terrifying: volcanic lightning. Picture an erupting volcano with dark smoke billowing and molten lava flowing. What's scarier? Lightning crackling within this volcanic chaos. Scientists find volcanic lightning challenging to study, but a common theory suggests that during an eruption, ash generates so much friction that it builds up static electricity, leading to the spectacular display of volcanic lightning. And here's another wild one, a fire whirl, also known as a fire tornado. Yes, it's as intense as it sounds. Fire whirls occur when ground winds whip up flames, creating a spinning column of fire that can reach up to a towering 1,000 feet. Thankfully, they're relatively rare and short-lived, lasting only a couple of minutes. But when they do occur, they're not to be taken lightly. In 1923, Tokyo witnessed a massive fire tornado during a citywide fire that lasted a staggering 15 minutes, causing extensive damage and leaving thousands injured. Now, let's shift our gaze to the cold and cloudless winter nights. Have you ever seen colorful beams of blue and orange light stretching towards the sky? Those are called light pillars. These enchanting pillars occur when light reflects off tiny ice crystals floating in the atmosphere. They're more common in chilly northern countries like Canada or Russia. Nature, with its quirks and wonders, never ceases to amaze. So, the next time you're out and about, keep an eye out for these extraordinary phenomena that turn ordinary moments into extraordinary tales. Ever marveled at the arches of color that the sun paints across the sky? Well, as rare as it is to witness a rainbow illuminated by the sun, it's even rarer to see its nighttime counterpart, a moonbow. Yes, just like a rainbow, a moonbow is bright and colorful. It happens when the moon's gentle glow reflects off water droplets in the sky. But catching a glimpse of this lunar rainbow is no everyday occurrence. The moon must be hanging low, the sky should be dark, and rain must be falling directly opposite from the moon to create this mystical phenomenon. Now picture this, a moonlit stroll along the beach at night, and suddenly you encounter the magical spectacle of a bioluminescent beach. Here, microorganisms in the water, known as plankton, get stirred up by the lapping waves, emitting a mesmerizing blue glow. These microorganisms thrive in warmer waters, so you'll find these luminescent beaches in tropical havens like the Maldives, Puerto Rico, and even Florida. Venture down to Antarctica and you'll encounter the captivating bloodfalls. This natural wonder features water that cascades from a glacier tinted an eerie blood-red color. Initially, scientists thought the hue was due to microorganisms similar to those in luminescent beaches, but further investigation revealed abnormally high iron levels oxidizing upon contact with air, turning the water into rust. In frigid climates where lakes remain frozen year-round, take a closer look beneath the icy surface. You'll discover frozen bubbles trapped in the ice. These bubbles are pockets of methane gas produced by bacteria feasting on other organisms in the water. The methane turns into bubbles, frozen and encapsulated beneath layers of ice. Now, let's talk about aspiratus clouds, nature's rare artistry. These clouds form in storm-like waves, appearing incredibly dark and foreboding. Despite their ominous appearance, they typically dissipate without unleashing a storm. While commonly seen in the Great Plains of the United States, sightings of these mysterious clouds have been scarce since 2009. Nature, with its myriad wonders, never ceases to surprise and enchant. So, keep your eyes open, for you never know when you might stumble upon one of these rare and extraordinary phenomena that transform the ordinary into the extraordinary. Despite its notorious reputation for harshness, the desert unveils some of nature's exquisite creations, such as desert roses, intricate rose-like formations crafted from crystal clusters. This natural artwork emerges from the desert's extreme oscillations between dry and wet conditions, shaping crystals that encapsulate grains of sand, defining the characteristic appearance of these roses. Now, picture a waterspout, a large tornado gracefully traversing over a body of water. In reality, waterspouts are funnel-shaped clouds, rotating columns of cloud-filled wind, often exhibiting a darker hue. Unlike their more menacing tornado counterparts, waterspouts are relatively weaker and smaller, lacking the force to draw objects into their vortex. Typically found in tropical climates, they tend to dissipate before reaching the land. Imagine strolling down the beach toward the water only to be struck by an unusual sight. The water has transformed into a bright green expanse, and the air carries the distinct odor of rotting eggs. You've just encountered a harmful algal bloom, also known as algae bloom. Approaching it, however, is ill-advised. These blooms harbor algae capable of producing hazardous toxic gases, rendering previously bustling tourist spots eerily deserted. If you spot blue-green foam or streaks of vibrant green in the water, beware. Some blooms, referred to as red tides, can tint the water brown or red. The decomposition of algae releases pockets of toxic hydrogen sulfide gas beneath the water's surface. A curious exploration could lead to inadvertent inhalation of this perilous gas, resulting in tragic consequences. So, when nature displays its wonders, it's best to appreciate from a safe distance, respecting the delicate balance of its phenomena. In certain coastal areas, the battle against algae takes a more hands-on approach. Bulldozers meticulously gather the algae, piling it into dump trucks destined for specialized centers. Here, diligent workers undertake the task of drying the seaweed and eliminating it. Yet, the process is not without its challenges. Occasionally, these centers must shut down temporarily due to an overpowering stench emanating from the mixture of algae, sand, and mud. The pervasive odor disrupts local residents' sleep, highlighting the intensity of the issue. Within the realm of dangerous algae, three types take center stage in the formation of harmful algal blooms: cyanobacteria, dinoflagellates, and diatoms. These microscopic life forms harness sunlight to synthesize their own food, setting the stage for various ecological disruptions. Cyanobacteria, the culprits behind blue-green algae blooms, produce toxins that can devastate nerve tissue. In severe cases, water treatment plants may struggle to eliminate these toxins, prompting advisories for local residents to avoid using tap water. On another front, dinoflagellates and specific diatom species orchestrate the captivating yet perilous display of red tides. Thriving in warm, salty waters rich in nutrients, these blooms release an array of toxins. While red tides were once infrequent in Texas, they now occur every 3 years, and in Florida they make an annual appearance. Diatoms, the long and slender players in this ecological drama, also have a darker side. They can produce toxic substances, posing a threat to both humans and marine life. Shellfish, particularly razor clams, become toxic if they consume significant amounts of this plankton. Consequently, consuming them can lead to disastrous outcomes. To mitigate this risk, marine waters are regularly monitored, and if toxin levels surge, beaches are promptly closed to shellfish harvesting. Harmful algal blooms persist for varying durations, ranging from several days to a couple of months. Their detrimental impact extends beyond the unsightly appearance of waters, depleting oxygen levels and causing marine life to vanish. As microbes decompose the algae, oxygen consumption intensifies, rendering vast water expanses inhospitable to any form of plant or animal life. The intricate dance between these microscopic entities and the delicate balance of marine ecosystems underscores the need for vigilance and proactive measures in safeguarding our coastal environments. Harmful algal blooms tend to emerge in regions flooded with excessive nutrients, primarily stemming from agricultural and industrial activities. The warming of winter monsoons, carrying augmented moisture, further facilitates the flourishing of algae into vast blooms. Some of these blooms grow so colossal that their thick green swirls become visible even from space. Notably, not all algal blooms harbor harm. Some merely impart an unpleasant taste, alter water color, or emit repugnant odors. Unfortunately, distinguishing toxic algae from benign varieties based on appearance alone remains a formidable challenge. In the marine realm, the camouflage of harm extends beyond algae to various organisms, some appearing deceptively harmless. Take, for instance, the irukandji jellyfish indigenous to Australia. Despite its diminutive and seemingly innocent stature, this tiny creature, no larger than a human thumbnail, proves lethally venomous during its active season from November to May. Consequently, numerous beaches shut down during this period, emphasizing the potent danger posed by these minuscule creatures. What makes them particularly hazardous is their size, easily eluding notice while one is swimming, a perilous game of chance. Similarly, the blue-ringed octopus, resplendent in its beauty, conceals a perilous secret. Despite its relatively small size of 8 inches, this captivating creature packs enough venom to swiftly incapacitate 26 adults in mere minutes. Disturbing this seemingly harmless cephalopod could have severe consequences. Yet, when left undisturbed, the octopus exhibits absolute docility, a reminder that appearances in the marine world can indeed be deceiving.